Hamilton! We're the 4 youth community engagement leads on a study improving access to mental health services among Black youth in Hamilton, Ontario. This study is led by Dr. Ingrid Waldron of McMaster University. The goal of our study is to improve access to mental health services by asking the question, what issues need to be considered in improving access to mental health services in Hamilton, Ontario?
Our objectives are, number 1, to identify if and how discrimination impacts the mental health of Black youth, to examine the perceptions and beliefs that Black youth have surrounding mental illness, to learn about the experiences that Black youth have on accessing mental health care, and to understand the factors that need to be considered in accessing mental health care in Hamilton.
We're looking for Black youth ages 8 to 29 from diverse cultures, sexual identities, gender identities, income levels, and disability status to see if these differences influence access to supports.
We would love to conduct an interview with you to hear about your experiences with accessing mental health services in Hamilton, Ontario. The interview will be about an hour long and will be held on Zoom. The interview will be recorded either through Zoom or with a virtual recording, and immediately after your interview, you will be compensated with $80 for your participation.
You should also know that privacy and confidentiality is our #1 priority. Your name, address, and likeness will not be connected to your responses. And at any point during the interview, if you feel uncomfortable with a question, feel free to skip it.
Although we can't promise any direct personal benefits to you, your participation in this study will be extremely beneficial to the Black community of Hamilton. By sharing your experiences and insights, you're helping us create a better understanding of the challenges that Black youth face when accessing mental health services. The results of this study will be shared with health policymakers, mental health service organizations, and providers, all with one goal in mind: to strengthen and improve mental health services for Black youth. Not only will this study enhance services right here in Hamilton, but it also has the potential to improve mental health support for Black youth in other parts of Ontario.
There's a limited number of interview spots, so if you are interested, please fill out the Google form to apply. We are building bridges and breaking barriers.
And it all starts with you joining us on this journey.
Remember, every voice counts and every story has the power to create everlasting change.
So let's come together and create a brighter future for our Black youth.